This is Meta Ray-Ban display.
For almost 100 years, people have fantasized about living in a virtual world.
It's total submersion, complete detachment from reality.
People plugged into virtual reality that ignore the world around them.
For me, this stuff is all about helping people connect.
Imagine waking up one morning, and the world looks the same, but it's not. Street signs float in the air. Your messages appear in front of your eyes, and that random guy on the metro, his LinkedIn profile just popped up above his head. Welcome to the dawn of augmented reality, the next major computing platform that's about to blur the line between the digital and the physical world forever. By 2030, AR will be as common as smartphones are today. You'll navigate cities with floating arrows, attend meetings with holograms sitting across your desk, and shop by seeing how furniture fits your home before buying it. Education, medicine, shopping, even dating, everything you do will soon be augmented. The revolution is already in motion. In 2025, Meta launched the first consumer-ready AR glasses.
This is Meta Ray-Ban display.
Lightweight, stylish, and powerful enough to overlay AI-driven information right onto your reality. Amazon, Samsung, and Apple are racing to join the fight, each trying to build the next iPhone moment. But AR isn't just a gadget upgrade, it's a perception upgrade. It's not about looking at screens anymore. It's about living inside them. This technology won't just change how you see the world, it will change what you see, how you learn, how you work, and even how you think. The world you know is about to get a digital layer, and once you see it, there's no going back. AR's power lies in one thing: seamless invisibility. Unlike VR, which takes you out of the world, AR quietly upgrades it, turning your entire environment into a dynamic interface. The next wave of AR hardware will make your smartphone feel like a relic. Think glasses that replace your phone, your laptop, and maybe even your TV. Snapdragon's AR 2 Gen 1 chips already offer ultra-low latency and eye tracking capabilities, processing massive amounts of spatial data in real time. And Apple's Vision Pro laid the groundwork: dual 4K micro OLED displays, 23 million pixels, and an interface you control with just your eyes and hands. But the real revolution will come when AR becomes wearable without being noticeable. Lightweight, sleek, connected, more Ray-Ban than robot. Companies like Niantic, Magic Leap, and X-Real are working on exactly that. Compact headsets that blend fashion with computation. By the late 2020s, these devices will no longer be tech toys. They'll be daily companions, replacing monitors, keyboards, GPS screens, even watches. You'll walk through the city and your glasses will whisper information, directions, translations, notifications, all without a single screen tap. Just imagine, the next supercomputer won't sit on your desk, it'll sit on your face, and it will see the world the same way you do. In education, imagine history lessons that don't just show you the past, they bring it back to life. Students won't read about the Roman Empire, they'll stand inside it. Every monument reconstructed, every event reenacted, every battle visualized in 3D, right in the classroom. Harvard and Stanford are already using AR labs to teach complex concepts like molecular biology and quantum mechanics through immersive 3D visualization. In medicine, surgeons are beginning to operate with AR overlays guiding their hands, live anatomical maps projected directly onto the patient's body. Microsoft's HoloLens 2 is used in real surgeries to visualize organs beneath the skin before making a single incision. And in medical training, AR simulations are replacing expensive cadaver labs, giving every student a living anatomy model. At work, AR is turning humans into hybrid creators. Architects can walk through their designs before they're built. Engineers can repair machines with virtual manuals floating in the air. Even retail employees can see real-time inventory data projected on the shelves in front of them. AR doesn't just change how we work, it changes the definition of work itself. Because when every object can become an interface and every space a screen, you're no longer limited by the world around you, you're redesigning it in real time. Augmented reality is transforming not just what we do, but how we connect. In social life, AR lets friends interact across distances as if they were in the same room. Holographic calls, virtual hangouts, and shared AR games are replacing traditional video chats. Snapchat and Instagram filters now allow users to try on virtual clothes or makeup together, turning social media into a collaborative, interactive experience rather than passive scrolling. In commerce, AR is solving one of online shopping's biggest headaches, uncertainty. Want to see how that couch fits in your living room? Point your phone. Need to try on shoes or clothes without going to a store? AR mirrors give a hyper-realistic preview. Retailers like IKEA, Nike, and Gucci are investing heavily in AR shopping tools, making returns less frequent and purchases more confident. Entertainment is entering a whole new dimension. AR concerts, interactive theater, and location-based games like Pokemon Go show how digital content can overlay seamlessly onto the physical world. Imagine a live concert where each viewer sees different AR effects synchronized with the music, or an escape room where clues appear in real-world locations via AR glasses. Even public spaces are being transformed. Museums and historical sites now provide AR-guided tours, layering history and stories directly onto the exhibits. This isn't just fun. It changes how humans perceive reality, merging digital and physical in ways previously confined to movies or video games. AR isn't just a tool for work or learning, it's reshaping how we experience life itself. Your social interactions, shopping decisions, and entertainment habits are becoming immersive, interactive, and smarter, all through a layer of digital reality overlaying your own. While AR promises unprecedented convenience and immersion, it also raises serious privacy questions. Unlike smartphones or computers, AR devices constantly track where you look, how you move, and even your reactions. Biometric data, from eye movement to facial expressions, can reveal emotions, intentions, and even health signals. Misuse of this data could lead to breaches of trust or manipulation, making AR one of the most sensitive digital platforms yet. Companies must balance personalization with privacy, designing experiences that are engaging but secure or risk slowing adoption. On the other hand, AR has massive potential to empower people with disabilities. For the visually impaired, AR can identify objects, provide audio cues, and magnify text. For mobility or cognitive challenges, AR navigates spaces safely, highlights accessible routes, and offers interactive skill-building exercises. Speech or hearing impairments can be assisted with real-time subtitles, gesture translation, and color-coded alerts. Designing AR with accessibility in mind not only creates inclusive experiences but improves usability for everyone. The market opportunity for AR is enormous. The global AR market, valued at $83.65 billion in 2024, could surge to nearly $600 billion by 2030, growing at almost 38% annually. Industries from healthcare, manufacturing, and education to retail, gaming, and social media are racing to adopt AR tools. Consumer AR glasses, AI-powered applications, and immersive enterprise solutions are becoming mainstream, signaling that AR will soon rival smartphones as the central computing platform. In short, AR is poised to redefine life, how we learn, work, shop, communicate, and play. But with this transformation comes responsibility for privacy, accessibility, and ethical use, ensuring the digital layer we add enhances reality rather than controlling it. The next 5 years, 2025 to 2030, will see AR glasses become a daily essential. Meta's Ray-Ban display, Amazon's upcoming models, and Samsung's AI-powered glasses will make AR mainstream at prices under $1,000. You'll navigate cities with floating arrows, shop by seeing how furniture fits in your home, and attend meetings with remote colleagues appearing as holograms. Retailers will offer virtual try-ons, and schools will use AR to let students hold planets in their hands or examine the human heart in 3D. Healthcare will adopt AR for surgical planning and training, letting doctors practice procedures on virtual models before touching a patient. By 2030 to 2035, lightweight, all-day AR wearables with micro-LED displays will replace smartphones for many tasks. Full-body AR tracking will allow immersive interactions, and edge computing with 5G will make real-time digital overlays seamless. Education, manufacturing, and retail will integrate AR fully, boosting retention, productivity, and sales. Return rates in retail will drop, errors in manufacturing will plummet, and remote collaboration will feel instant and natural. Looking further, 2035 to 2050, AR becomes the dominant computing interface. Quantum computing, AI, and early brain-computer integration will make AR context-aware, predicting needs before you realize them. Classrooms may disappear entirely, replaced by immersive AR learning. Surgical precision could improve by 80% with AR guidance, and manufacturing may reach near-zero error rates. The physical and digital worlds will merge seamlessly, creating a new reality where your daily life is augmented in ways previously unimaginable. The bottom line, AR isn't coming, it's already here, hovering just beyond your field of vision. Your choice is clear: adapt early and harness this technology to reshape your life, or risk being left behind as the world literally augments around you.